y'all, welcome to Captain's Log, episode 26. Today's star date, 6/29/2020. I have completely lost track of all time at this point. I am also exceptionally exhausted because y'all, collective shipheads, completely kicked my ass this weekend for Core 21 pre-release, and we didn't even run any events at the store. It's just a lot of long days, a lot of orders, a lot of running about back and forth in the store with my cart, like I'm in a warehouse, pulling all the stuff off, and sending it out to you guys. So I do want to thank everyone for your support over this pre-release. It's been crazy. We're pretty much sold out. And what's sort of unique about this pre-release versus others is that this pre-release is going to Thursday. So usually it's pretty much just Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but no, WotC has allowed us to pre-release for a whole week. And I don't know how I'm going to make it through this, because then we still have release coming on Friday. So all you guys waiting for those collector's boosters and stuff like that, we're getting those on Friday. If you're still waiting for bundles and Planeswalker decks and Arena decks, that's later at some point. And that's pretty much it in the news of Magic right now. Otherwise, if you haven't gotten one from me, definitely hit me up to get one of those arena codes for the cat or dog sleeve back. Those are coming with anyone who ordered anything for Core 21. They're not limited, so definitely make sure you get one. There are going to be new codes every week also for the rest of July, so make sure that you stay up to date with that, and make sure that you post something in the Discord so that way we can get you those codes. So other than that, the big news today is that we actually got all of our Gamegenic sleeves in. So I did a review on those and some of their deck boxes a couple of weeks ago. I didn't really have strong feelings about them. They seemed pretty good, but sort of wanted to wait and see on some other stuff. And today is that day where we got actually some more stuff in. And we bought a whole bundle of stuff from Asmodee that also came with some freebies that I wanted to show you guys. And so these are the things that, the 4 items I'm going to show you guys today are the ones that I'm actually really excited about, that I thought were really cool, and that I would personally, not only would personally buy, but I'm actually personally going to use. So start off here with the Fortress 320 Plus. And so Fortress spelled F-O-U-R because it has 4 compartments. What I like about this is I used to use the Dragon Shield sort of version of this that you've seen probably. It was made with plastic and then had a lid on it, but that lid was really flimsy and kind of sucked, and also I dropped mine a couple times and I've cracked them terribly. So even though they looked really cool and they came in really cool colors, they weren't made really well. And so this was something that when I saw it and felt it, I was like, wow, that's actually really cool. Once I opened it and played with it, I was like, holy crap, this is even better. So this has actually a snappable lid, and so it snaps and it's on a hinge. The plastic itself is definitely not, like, you can feel that it's not just going to crack as soon as it hits the ground or something. It definitely has a little bit more resilience to it. So other than that, inside it has 4 compartments, supposed to hold 80 double sleeve cards in each section. These things are removable, so you can fit more cards in each section. Anyway, this thing is going for $8.99, and I don't know, it's kind of like a Tupperware for cards, which makes me very happy inside. So anyway, something really cool to check out. The next thing that we got that I didn't realize a certain feature of it until I brought it home here, but Gamegenic also came out with some really sweet Playmat tubes. Now, I'm a fan of Playmat tubes because I have a lot of Playmats that are valuable to me in some sense. Either they were collectors or a collector's item, or they were signed by someone or something like that. And so the first thing about this is the fact that the plastic here is really nice and thick. These guys are also going for $7.99, which at first I thought was a little bit pricey because the monster variety of these sells for $5.99. where the Ultimate Guard ones that have a little snap top to them sell for $14.99. So this being somewhere in the middle seemed like a good deal. Still has sort of a really nice rubber top to it. Hexagonal shape, so it doesn't just like roll off the table, stays flat and everything. But what's really actually cool about this is that this Playmat tube holds 2 Playmats, not just one. And so it's big enough to hold 2 wrapped up and rolled together. So if you are like me, and you have your like sweet mothership playmat, so you can rep your favorite LGS, and then you also happen to have another playmat that may have some questionable content, like maybe a Liliana and Chandra lesbian sex scene on it, or some anime girl with her ass showing, or insert whatever potentially inappropriate playmat you have. It'll be great to carry both of them so that you have a playmat for all occasions. Anyway, I'm very excited about this. It looks like this bottom piece is just glued on like the normal ones are. So I kind of don't know if this is going to pop off at any time, but otherwise, in terms of just its structure, also its price to carry 2 playmats for $7.99, sort of can't beat that. So anyway, these just came in. They come in also a couple of different colors in terms of the plastic itself, also the top. Same thing with the Fortress. You'll see some. We have these guys in not only clear, but also other like semi-transparent colors. I think it's like black, red, blue, and green. So anyway, nice color selection there. Moving on, though, to probably my favorite deck box that they released. So I talked about the Sidekick convertible a couple weeks ago, which was cool and all, until I saw this one. And then I was like, oh, okay, this is actually way niftier than I thought. So this, remember, for same thing with the Sidekick convertible, these flaps come completely off, can be interchanged. So for these guys called the Watchtowers, you can actually end up with 3 different color combinations for the covering here. It has a little drawer at the top here and can go flappity back on. This guy, same really nice magnetic closure on both sides. And then when you open, like really nice magnetic closure. Okay, when you open it up, then you've got this little drawer here where you put your cards, right? So let me grab a deck real quick. Get best pupper ever. So let's say we've got our deck in here. It fits easily 100 double sleeve cards, but what I really liked about this and what I saw in their videos is the fact that this can actually be a deck holder while you're playing. So you can literally just draw and like your crap doesn't fall over. So if you guys are using non-matte sleeves or especially some of those nice art sleeves that are very slippery, this is going to be an awesome thing to be able to not only carry your cards, but also be able to hold your deck while you're playing. So that's sort of the big feature that I really liked about these Watchtowers. Again, 100 cards plus a dice tray. This guy going for $27.99, and it comes in another variety of colors. Nice fabric covering, similar to those Sidekicks, and this is probably my favorite product that I've seen from them so far, in terms of not just the quality, but in terms of the functionality. To have a built-in deck thing. Like, that's just, to me, a sweet bonus. The last thing that I got today that I was ridiculously excited about was the dungeon. Okay, so this guy holds 1,100 cards. You can see how like massive this thing is. It's bigger than most of the like big card cases that I've seen so far. It's definitely bigger, or maybe about as big as the Super High from Ultimate Guard or the Magic Carpet XL from Dragon Shield. Also has this really nice fabric sort of covering inside microfiber. And so what this, okay, not easy to one hand this thing, but just to see what it looks like inside. There are a few different ways to sort of organize this thing. So I have my Watchtower that I reviewed a couple weeks ago, this little side holder box in here, and just to show you, it'll hold this Fortress, it will hold this thing, okay, and if you wanted to shuffle some things around, and it's a really nice fit in here too. And so you can even fit this playmat tube in here. And then at the end here, it also has a fully removable lid with nice little pegs. So if you guys have a hard time lining things up, then it like has a nice guide here. So it also keeps this a lot more secure. It doesn't just slide off. These pegs really make it sort of like firmly on there. And just to compare the size here, okay, this was the Ultimate Guard Super Hive. That was the 2020 exclusive. I mean, it's gorgeous and we're sold out of them, but you can see sort of the difference. All right, these were both $59.99, and not in terms of just the thickness, do you know what I mean, but also the capacity to hold. It is very clearly, do you know what I mean, a bigger item. Not to mention in this Ultimate Guard one, you have just space for either small boxes or for just a playmat. Where what I like about the Gamegenic dungeon is that you can actually fit cards on both sides, and it has a ridiculous carrying capacity. I will say that it is a little bit cumbersome, so this seems like it's a better storage solution for someone like me. than it is a carrying solution. They are making some carrying cases that haven't come out yet, and I'm really excited about seeing what those actually look like. But for right now, especially to put my EDH stuff in at home right now, it's pretty much I'm pushing it all into Gamegenic at this point. So this dungeon's going for $59.99. It's pretty much comparable to most of the other ones on the market, but I think this is a better deal because it has a bigger capacity. And the fact that it also holds this many variety of things, do you know what I mean? I also checked, it also will fit other brand boxes. So Ultra Pro or Ultimate Guard, they'll all fit in here too. So you don't really need to sort of double down on Gamegenic. You can pretty much just get like a really nice case here and still be able to use a lot of the stuff that you have already. But considering most of the Gamegenic stuff is extremely affordable for what it is, I think that's probably the biggest thing for me about Gamegenic is the fact that the quality of it seems really good for the price. And from what I've heard from my folks at A&A is that the mindset behind this was to get the quality of like the monster protector stuff, but the prices at like ultra pro prices. And so this is sort of, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing what else comes out. This is just a sample of the things we've got. We're still waiting on like another 12 to 15 additional items coming out in the next few weeks. So I'll show you guys those when they come out if I feel like they're worth talking about. But otherwise, most of this stuff, keep in mind right now one thing, this is actually not out yet. This is just the one I got for free, so we're still waiting on this to come in. But the rest of the stuff is up on the site. The sleeves are up on the site. The Prime sleeve pack is up on the site. And so we'll be getting a lot more stuff here in the next few weeks. So if you're looking for some new gaming supplies, this is pretty much going to be my recommendation right now. So anyway, and especially for how affordable they are. So the sleeves right now, either matte or non-matte, are going for a 100 pack for $6.99, and I think they're fantastic so far. So hopefully you guys agree with me. Definitely feel free to check them out. If you want to order some or you want to get some from me, shoot me a message on Discord or Facebook or anything like that, and we can get you hooked up. So other than that, we're just waiting on stuff for release this week. We've got tons of stuff coming out in July. July is going to be an insane month between Jumpstart and tons of new Star Wars Legion, Star Wars X-Wing, Star Wars... No more Star Wars. Marvel Crisis Protocol, Marvel LCG. And so stay tuned here because there's lots of stuff coming out. And hopefully we'll get a chance to also review some more stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. And love you guys. We'll see you soon.